Hello and welcome to this varsity football matchup. The Saints taking on the Benedictine Cadets at Benedictine. This is their second matchup this season. Their first, the Saints kept it tied going into the fourth quarter but could not bring it home, losing by 2 scores, 35-21. So the Saints coming into this game looking for a little bit of revenge here as the Saints seeded third, Benedictine second in these VISAA semifinals.
Hill, looking forward to a good game, man. Looking forward to calling this with you one more time. Like you said, hopefully we have a little different result than we had last time where we called a game, but it was a great game. I thought the running game for Benedictine was the biggest key. The last time we played their running game, Fred Dolan was a problem. So we don't know if he's going to play or not today. I know he had some injuries that he was dealing with, but regardless of who's in the backfield, the Saints are going to have to stop the run today in order to be successful.
And Fred Dolan is suited up as he's dealing with, I believe, 2 torn labrums, but he's got his uniform on, so we'll see if he plays today. He was, as he said, key in that run game. He ran for, I believe, 16 carries and 240-something yards, along with a couple of touchdowns. Just absolutely beat up the Saints defense last time these two teams played.
I do see number 58, Yeshua Matalatala, not in uniform, and he was a huge key on that defensive line for the Cadets the last game. So I know the Cadets have plenty of depth. They have plenty of players on the line on offense and defense, but Matalatala being out, that certainly helps the Saints.
And just a little bit of news from other Saints athletics. The Saints soccer team, for those of you who are not aware, took home a 4-3 comeback win against Collegiate in the state semifinals for soccer. They were down 3-0 in minute 56 and came back and won it. So hopefully the football team can find some similar magic in them tonight.
All right, so go ahead and frame it up as if.
And so it looks like the Saints will receive the opening kickoff. Tidwell way back to receive, along with Jerron Johnson, as they usually are. And I think we'll probably look at a very defensive game, but then again, that's what we said last time, and there was, I believe, 76 combined points between these two teams as Tidwell lets it roll into the end zone and will be a touchback for the Saints.
That's Harrison Mischke again. I remember him from last time. The kicker and punter for the Cadets were really weapons. I believe it was Mischke and also number 16, Matt Howardson, was the punter. So that's a big advantage in high school, again, to be able to kick the ball in the end zone and make a high school team drive 80 yards for a touchdown.
Absolutely. As the Saints offense comes out to take the field for their opening drive, Aiden White to play back.
And really no Aiden White the last time. He had one fumble, a couple of carries in the game last time, was coming off the injury, so that's a big addition for the Saints.
And he's in pistol formation. Finished the season with 931 yards, 7.2 yards a carry, all-prep player. Just gets motion, gives it to Hugh Mack in the motion. He's got a good gain. And I believe that'll be enough for a first down or very close to it, as they will give it to him. So good play to start off on for the Saints as they try and build up momentum.
Hugh Mack, a very talented lacrosse player for the Saints, junior, very quick, and he showed his ability there.
There's Aiden White again in pistol formation. Roberts takes the snap, hands it off to Aiden White. Aiden White left side, gets decent gain, looks like about 5 yards on the play.
I'll tell you what, if Aiden's going to be able to get 4 or 5 yards a carry, you will live with that all day long. Offense looks good so far.
Absolutely, as they'll give him 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. And think it goes without saying, for those of you who are familiar with Benedictine, this is a very tough place to play, as their student section already has been loud throughout this whole first part of this game. As loading that right side up with receivers, takes a snap, fumbles, falls on it, and it is a loss, and it will put him back at the original line of scrimmage for a 3rd and 10. Not what you want.
Just as you said, Hill, not what you want. You don't want backwards plays, and also a play that you really didn't have an opportunity to do anything with the ball.
Absolutely. So now it is 3rd and 9. Called a loss of 5. And as he said, I mean, that just makes this situation a lot more difficult for the Saints. And didn't really give themselves a chance to make a play. And in white now in the shotgun. Hinks lined up at the bottom of your screen. Roberts drops back to pass. He's sacked. The ball is out. Recovered. And it'll be 4th and long, as I believe it was James Signeri recovering the fumble. Yes. So he manages to avoid a disastrous turnover, but still the Saints with a huge negative play there, and now they'll have to lean on William Sterling to get a good punt for them.
Again, down in distance, right? It was obvious pass play, and they were able to tee off on the offensive line.
Sterling also all prep, been pretty good this year. And the punt is up to about the 50-yard line, taken in and returned a couple of yards by JoJo Johnson. He was also a problem for the Saints last time these two teams played. Plays two ways, wide receiver and a DB, and returning kicks. He was great at that in Week 5 against the Saints. And now we'll see if the Cadets can get the run game going like they did last time, as Fred Dolan is out to play. And this is an SDC broadcast, but let's give credit where credit's due.
Absolutely.
To play through those injuries, that shows some serious grit and says a lot about his commitment to the team. As dropping back to pass, pressure by Gray leads to an incompletion. Was short of his target, looking for Sam Faneuil, the tight end recruit, and could not find him. Darius Gray right in there.
Saints read that pretty good. Charlie Edmonds was on the play as well. I don't know how far Faneuil would have gotten if he caught the ball, but it's good to see that the Saints are on their keys early.
As it'll be 2nd and 10 now. Lambert takes a snap, pitches it to Johnson. Johnson stumbles, stays up, jumps over the pile, and gets a great gain. Looks like about 7, probably 8 yards on the play. And they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. Gonna give him 8 yards. 3rd and 2 now. Great play by JoJo Johnson. As both teams, Saints making some defensive adjustments here. Austin Robinson playing very close man coverage. Takes the snap up the middle. Looks like he got just to the line to gain. And they will call it a 1st down. So the Cadets move the chains. Takes a snap, drops back, short pass, and up the middle, a decent gain there for number 4, Jajuan Hutchins, the running back.
That was actually Dolan on that catch.
Oh, apologies.
So he gets his first touch and looks just fine.
Yep, it'll be 2nd and looks like 2nd and 6 now for the Cadets. Lambert talking to his coach a little bit.
Top of the screen in the slot, Ben Street. Watch for a bubble screen out here to him. There it
Lambert
is.
takes the snap, dumps it off just as he said. He's in some open space and shoved out within the 20. And it'll be another Cadets first down here.
Yeah, easy pickings from up top. If you can see that, we didn't have the slot really covered. Finn Walter was back deep at safety, and it was a easy call for that offensive coordinator.
So it's 1st and 10 at about the Saints' 18-yard line. So they are marching this thing down already deep in Saints territory. Started this drive at around the 47 and gets called for some early motion. I believe this is on the Cadets. And it will be a legal procedure on Benedictine to make this 1st and 15. So they're outside the 20-yard line now. Takes the snap. Johnson in motion. Takes it himself. Lambert not getting too far. Gain of a yard or two on the play. So it looks like about 2nd and 14. Johnson lined up at the bottom of your screen against Asari. Going into motion now. Takes the snap. Fakes it. Huge tackle, Darius Gray.
That was, I mean, he stayed home and read it the whole time. I feel for number 12 there, Isaac Cuevas. He ran into a brick wall, Hill. Goodness.
Absolutely, and Darius Gray just showing off his football IQ there, reading that perfectly, not taking the bait at all, and gets a huge loss out of it. Looks like loss of about 10 yards perhaps. Looking at maybe 3rd and 24 just about. Lambert takes a snap, drops back, fires, looking deep, too deep, and it is picked off. Number 6, Austin Robinson with a takeaway for the Saints.
Great play by Robinson. Very sticky corner. And for Lambert, that kind of ends up being like a punt. So he was just, trying to give his guy a chance, 3rd and 22. But a good play from Austin to make that play and get the Saints back the ball.
Yeah, and his target was in double coverage there. As he said, just trying to give him a chance to make a play. And Robinson just had the better position there as he goes down the end zone for a Saints touchback. And they will again start this drive on the 20-yard line. Aiden White, pistol formation. Roberts takes the snap, hands it off, nowhere to go. White gets taken down, looks like just before the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 2 yards. 2nd and 12 now.
Again, that's number 52, Sean Boyd, and Coach Cleveland was worried about him pre-game. So they already were aware of him and the problems that he can cause. So I'm sure Coach will have something to be able to deal with that.
White now in the shotgun. 3 receivers on that left side. Johnson in motion, takes a snap, pitch to Johnson, right side. Great tackle there after a gain of about, I want to say, 5 or 6 yards.
Nice play by number 27, Nigel Vini there.
So apologies, no gain on the play. So it's going to be again 3rd and long for the Saints after consecutive run plays or I guess technically one run pass play gets both stopped dead in their tracks. As now again, pretty obvious passing situation. Cadets showing some serious pressure. Takes a snap, pressure coming, a flag down, blows it dead. And that'll make it 3rd and 17 for the Saints. A penalty just making the situation even harder than it needed to be. But Benedictine early in this game, it seems like they really want to get after Chase Roberts on defense. They've shown some serious blitz. Now putting a couple guys deep. White in pistol formation. Roberts takes a snap, rolls out to his left. Pressure coming, it's right there, and he's sacked. Did not see him. A blind side tackle there, as he was approaching on that right side of Roberts, and Roberts just did not see him and couldn't get it off in time.
Yeah, got to have a clock there, Hill, in your head. I mean, he had plenty of time to let it go, so just go ahead and throw it away and live for another down.
Looks like about 4th and 23, and in the back of his end zone is where Sterling will punt. Low line drive right to Johnson, short of the 50, makes a man miss, and taken down just short of the 30-yard line of the Saints. And they will take it on the Saints' 32-yard line. Great starting field position for the Cadets offense. Junior Johnson got it 11 yards from where he caught it. And now Lambert and Dolan will come out with the offense.
So this is this formation that killed us, Hill. The trips on one side with the tight end on the other side, and they ran Dolan to the weak side.
So takes a snap. Dolan gets a screen and not going to get too far. It looks like a loss of a couple, as plenty of Saints in the area to take him down.
It's a great play by Charlie Gunn there.
So it'll be a loss of about 3 yards on the pass. Looks like a sorry one-on-one with Johnson.
So again, Saints need to adjust, and let's see, they may adjust their coverage here. It looks like Walter is up a little bit, but same kind of formation, twins up top with Street.
Takes a snap, gives it to Dolan. Dolan, nice gain of about 6 yards, 5 or 6. So that'll make it 3rd and 9 now for the Cadets. And a chance for the Saints to perhaps force a 3 and out if they can get a 3rd down stop here, as Dolan in shotgun to the right side of Lambert. Takes the snap, gives it to Dolan. Dolan left side, plenty of room. And that was the story of last game. Fred Dolan on the left side gets 10 yards and a first for the Cadets. And they are again within the 20 on the 18-yard line of the Saints. And they're going to call encroachment on the Saints. A 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 5, just making it easier for the Cadets. Lambert, and another penalty. A false start on the Saints. Looks like Gray jumped early, and that'll put him within the 10 now on 2 consecutive penalties. Not at all what the Saints defense wants, as they certainly have the talent and the players to stop Benedictine's offense, but when you just let him get within your 10 on penalties, I mean, that's just not winning football.
Yeah, Benedictine's good enough on its own to gain yardage. You don't need to give them 10 yards to get into the end zone.
Absolutely is. Lambert takes a snap, gives it to Dolan. Dolan up the middle. Stopped at around the 5-yard line. So a gain of about 4 for Dolan. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 5.
.244, 243 and counting left in the first quarter.
It'll be Landon Snyder in shotgun formation, so no Dolan on this play. It'll be on the lined up left side of Lambert. Lambert takes the snap, gives it, takes it himself. Left side, dragged down. A
Great
nice
play.
tackle there by number 54, Drew Pendlebury. And no gain on the play, a 3rd and 5 now.
Another all-prep performer. He has had a great year here. Terrific wrestler for St. Chris as well. Just a great student-athlete, Drew Pendlebury.
And it seems obvious as of now that Benedictine wants to pound the rock. A lot of running plays here, so can the Saints stop them here and hold them to 3? As again, Snyder, left side shotgun formation. Lambert takes a snap, drops back, rolls out right. Pressure coming, E.B. Brandon gets it off. And he caught it.
How did he catch the ball?
Coverage was tight, but an immaculate catch there. And Benedictine gets on the board with a touchdown.
But I thought it was knocked down. I thought Colin Johnson came and knocked the ball down. We're obviously on the other side of the field, so we can't tell.
It looked to me.
I don't know how he caught it.
It looked to me like it.
While it was being inbounds.
It looked to me like a toe tapped and caught it on a deflection.
Unbelievable.
Which, if that's the case, yeah, just unbelievable play there and just a key awareness.
Yeah, if you're St. Chris, you have to make that play. You have to knock that ball down.
Absolutely.
Or catch it.
And Benedictine makes it 7-0 here at Bobby Ross Stadium. Bobby Lee, apologies.
No, you're right. Bobby Ross Stadium.
Bobby Ross,
you're right.
yep.
Yeah, you're right. He was at the other game, actually. The former San Diego Chargers head coach, NFL head coach. I don't know if he's here today, but he was at the game when we played them the first time.
As Benedictine, with 1:40 left in the first quarter, gets on the board and will prepare to kick it off to the Saints. Johnson and Tidwell, both back to receive for the Saints. Mischke kicks it off. Tidwell. It is into the end zone and out just barely, as looked like it might have taken a nice bounce for Benedictine, but the Saints look out a little bit, and it rolls into the end zone, just into the left corner.
Oh, field position has been all Benedictine Hill. The game has been played in the St. Christopher's side of the 50. Even if you don't score here, you need a drive.
Absolutely.
Hold the ball, get a couple of first downs, flip the field a little bit. We need a response here.
Yep. Don't make your defense get a stop in their own 30. I mean, they really, as you said, just got to move the ball. So White in the pistol formation. Johnson and Tidwell on that right side. Clellan in motion, takes the snap, rolls out. Pressure was there, but the pass was short. He was looking for Nate Roberts and couldn't connect. And it will be 2nd and 10 on an incomplete pass.
Again, that's number 52, Sean Boyd, making a play off the edge.
So similar formation here. Roberts takes does not take the snap, and a flag comes out as the Saints get a false start penalty.
If I'm one of the coaches down on the field for St. Chris at this point, it's everybody take a deep breath, right? Calm down.
Yeah, for
play
sure.
your game. You can tell everybody is just so tight. These false start penalties, jumping offside, this is not normal St. Christopher's football. You can't win big games making these mistakes. So just settle down, settle into the game, and we'll be fine. But we gotta settle down.
So White comes off the field. It's Cleland in the backfield with Roberts. Roberts takes a snap, gives it to Cleland. Cleland up the left side, bowling his way forward. Looks like he might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage on a 5-yard gain. Here's Hutchins on the tackle, and he got 5 out of it. It'll be 3rd and 10 now, and the Saints have not really been able to pass it from what little we've seen of their offense, but hopefully they can get something going here and move the chains a little bit.
The Saints have only stopped themselves offensively. The penalties have backed them up. They're getting 5 yards to carry at least, so they're able to run the football. It seemed like at will so far, but when you get those penalties to back you up, that takes you out of the running game.
Absolutely so. So Tidwell lined up at the bottom of your screen, and the Saints will take a timeout here. Talk this over. 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter. So as you said, the Saints running game looks great when they can use it, getting 4 or 5 yards just about every play, but just really hard to utilize it effectively when penalties are making everything a long down situation. And the Saints offense coming back out on the field. They're on their own 20, so they have not gotten any yards from where they started on this drive after the touchback. Penalties, penalties, penalties. White and Cleland both in the backfield next to Roberts. Roberts takes a snap, fakes a handoff, drops back, pressure coming, makes a pass, and it is caught, but only for about 3 yards.
Now they're saying incomplete.
So it'll be 4th and 10, and they'll have to punt it away again. And just could not get moving at all. So Jumbo Joe Johnson again back to receive. He's at his own 45. Takes a snap, it's blocked, and the Cadets get a touchdown on a special teams play. The punt is blocked. He got right in there, no resistance. And once he blocked it, there was nobody back there to stop him from taking it in. And it's 13-0 Cadets in the first quarter. So the Saints just, it doesn't look like he was blocked much at all on that one. As Howerton prepares to make this 14-0. And he does. Right through the uprights, the Saints down 2 possessions in the first quarter. Not what you want to see at all for the Saints. So the Cadets again will kick it off. Same guys back to return, Tidwell and Johnson. And Mischke has been just indispensable to the Cadets on these kickoffs, as seems like he's getting a touchback every time, and the Saints just can't get it out of their own territory. And Saints are going to have to make something happen here to get some momentum on this offensive drive, as that one again into the end zone for a Cadets touchback. And as you said earlier, the Saints just need to take a deep breath, relax. I mean, they look nervous out there, jumpy, just making self-inflicted errors. Of course, the fumble that Chase Roberts had to recover, and all the penalties, false starts. They got to relax, settle down, and just focus on the football and making sure something finally happens on the offensive side of the ball. Clellan and White both in the backfield with Chase Roberts. Roberts takes a snap, takes it himself, up the middle, and gain of about 3 maybe. Not a ton there, as the Cadets' defensive line was blocking up any significant hole Chase Roberts had to run through. And they'll give him 2 yards, no 3. So 2nd and 7 now. And that'll do it for the first quarter, as Cadets lead 14-0. A passing touchdown and a blocked punt puts Benedictine on the board, which is something the Saints have not managed to do yet. And we'll be back for the second quarter. Short break there as the Saints offense comes back to take the field, looking at 2nd and 7. So White in the backfield, lined up in the pistol behind Roberts. Roberts takes the snap, hands it off to White, just nowhere to go. And he loses yards on the play. They're back to the 20-yard line. Back to the 21. It'll be 3rd and 9 again. The Benedictine defense has been playing on point today, and the Saints have helped them out a little bit with offensive penalties. White in the shotgun, left side of Chase Roberts. Roberts drops back to pass, pressure coming. He's going deep. He's intercepted. He was looking for Tidwell, and it is taken away. And here is the return. It's Isaiah Cuevas, and he finally is taken down at the 15-yard line. The Saints turn it over, and a huge return by Cuevas puts them right back into the red zone.
Good stunt there by Benedictine. Linebacker number 4, that was Jawan Hutchins, came around, wrapped around as Darius took on a slant. He wrapped around that hole and came and put the pressure on Chase, and they were able to make the play.
So now the Saints defense has to get right back on the field. Rolling out right is Lambert. Pressure coming. He had to throw it into the dirt. As Drew Pendlebury, I believe, was right in on that. It'll be 2nd and 10. So Dolan in shotgun to the right side. Lambert drops back and almost gets a one-handed catch out of Ben Street, but he was tackled and was forced out before he could haul it in.
Good play there by Finn Walter.
Yep. And that's why coaches generally tell you to put two hands on it, of course. Difficult to put two hands on it when it's above you like that. It was slightly to his right side, and he just had to reach out with one arm and try and do what he can. Unfortunately for Benedictine, was not much, as Finn Walters was right in there. And all alone is Lambert in the backfield. Takes the snap, drops back. Pressure coming, a lot of pressure. He's still looking, and he finally dumps it off, and it's 4th and 10 on an incomplete pass. And I imagine we'll see the Cadets field goal unit come out here, as I'm sure this is well within the range of Mischke. And Mischke is out on the field.
This will be a 33-yard kick, Hill.
To be honest,
It's actually Matthew Howerton is going to take
Howerton, okay. So Howerton is going to take the field goal, and not too far a distance. Takes it. The snap is good. It is up, and it is well through. And Cadets make it a 3-possession game here at home. 17-0. 10 minutes, 44 seconds left in the second half. So the Cadets managed to stop them from getting 6, but Cadets still get points on the board. And right now, it is all Benedictine.
10:44 to go in the second quarter, Hill. Long game, right? Plenty of time. No need for the Saints to panic. Yes, you do have to start to get the offense rolling, but no need to panic. You can easily get back into this game with one good drive.
Who knows? I mean, the soccer team was down 3 scores.
There you go.
They only had 20 minutes to make something happen, and they won it. So
absolutely.
Hopefully one of these Saints players has a little Cole Butler in them.
There you go. Heart. That's what it takes.
Absolutely. Mischke kicks it off, not as far as it usually goes, and a chance to return. Tidwell up to the 20, maybe gets to the 21 or 22, but not much more for him there, and they'll see the usual starting field position, it looks like. It looks like they'll put him at the 25.
Well, a little bit better than normal. Looks like the 23, Hill.
So let's start this a little bit better, as you said, 3 yards farther than they've been starting. As it's Hinks lined up at the bottom of your screen, one-on-one with Caleb Sandy. 3 guys in the backfield, takes a snap, gives it to White. White is tackled short of the line of scrimmage, it looks like.
That was number 90, Paul Pritchett. And again, it seems like those defensive ends from the backside, for whatever reason, are coming off unblocked and making the play. So again, Saints got to make adjustments to whatever Benedictine is doing to have one of those ends free. It has been number 52, Sean Boyd, and now Pritchett makes the play from the backside.
So 2nd and 10 now. No gain on the play. Again, 2 guys in the backfield. Takes the snap. Drops back. Pressure. Looking for
Great
Johnson.
Ball. Great
Johnson
ball.
makes a play.
Great ball. Good catch.
A beautiful back shoulder pass from Chase Roberts. Gets it right to his target. And a great catch there by Johnson, stretching out his arms to take it in.
Great hands catch. That's what you want to see from your top receiver, all prep. Jerron Johnson got a bunch of offers, got a JMU offer the other day. Talented young man, so that's what you like to see from him.
And that is a play the Saints really needed right now. As again, Clown White in the backfield. Roberts takes the snap, Gives it to White. White on the right side, looking for something, finds nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10 again. No gain there for Aiden White. Or they're going to give him a yard. So it'll be 2nd and 9. Similar formation here with Clellan and White in the backfield. Takes a snap, takes it himself, and going nowhere. The ball is out, and Benedictine he loses it. Had it in his hands, and it slips out of bounds.
I don't know if I've ever seen that, Hill. The ball went back so far without being recovered. That's a huge loss.
Yeah, I mean, better than a turnover, but still, 3rd and a very, very, very long distance. Looks like somewhere in the 30s, maybe high 20s for the line to gain. And they want a 1st down. They're going to need a huge complete pass, essentially. Takes a snap, drops back, looking for something, fires one. It's picked off. A flag on the play. You might see pass interference against Hinkst. He was shoved a little bit running his route. So the ball was overthrown, but Hinkst suffered some early contact there. And if it is, it's not an automatic 1st down in a high school. And it will be pass interference on Benedictine. Hinkst got shoved on his route, and it'll be 3rd and much more manageable now. 3rd and 13, it looks like. And I think that's a good call from the refs there. As obvious passing play here, Roberts all alone in the backfield. 8 minutes, 56 in the 2nd quarter. Takes the snap, drops back, pressure coming, he doesn't see it, he does now, rolling out, taking it himself, and taken down after a gain of about 3. Not enough at all for the 1st down.
Well, that's kind of what we were looking for, Hill. Decent drive, got into Benedictine territory. Unfortunate fumble, backed us up. But at least you move the ball a little bit, and hopefully you can keep this ball away from number 1, JoJo Johnson, and back the Cadets up and see if the defense can make a play for you.
Yeah, so Sterling going to punt it from his 35, much better than from the back of his end zone. Low snap, but he gets it off, and it is up. Fair caught by JoJo Johnson at the 25. By far the worst field position Benedictine has had to work with to start a drive.
Not the best offering from William Sterling there. He usually does a better job with it, but definitely want to give a shout out to number 21, Parker McKay, who is our normal long snapper on punts. He is out. He got injured against Collegiate, but One Ireland is stepping in and doing the best that he can. There you go. Somebody has to step in and fill in for Parker.
Yeah, the snap was low. I think he panicked a bit because pressure was coming. He had to get it off quick. That's
what happens, right? When you get one block, you're trying to hurry up and get it out of the way. You see the ball low, you don't want to get another one blocked.
So Dolan in shotgun next to Richard. They fake it to him and get a screen pass for a nice gain of about 5 or 6. Flag on the play. I think they're going to call him for unnecessary roughness on Ben Street.
We'll see what happens here. Looks like it's probably going to be a hold.
It will be a hold.
Yep.
I saw someone on the Saints on that sideline look really upset with the flag. I think he thought he got called for unnecessary roughness on the tackle, so that led me to believe the same. But luckily that call goes the Saints' way. So it'll be 10 yards. Back him up from the 30, as that's where he got the ball. It'll be 1st and 15 on their own 20. And Benedictine has been making a lot of adjustments on offense.
Again, Street is open down here in the slot.
And they give it to Dolan, who is up past the 20, maybe to the 23. Gain of a couple.
Good tackle by Pendlebury.
So we give him 3. It'll be 2nd and 12. Sorry, one-on-one with Hutchins. Takes the snap. Hutchins is wide open. He is wide open. And it's picked off. Finn Walter. And he is a nice return here.
That's what we needed.
Finn Walter is into the end zone, but unnecessary roughness.
Crackback block on Cleland, on Lance Cleland.
Oh, it was so unnecessary,
Can't do it. You can't do it. Can't crackback block.
Ugh.
Can't do it.
And a great play negated. And, I mean, you don't even need that block on him. I mean, you need the block, but you don't need to do it that aggressively. I believe they'll keep the ball but lose the touchdown.
Yes, it should be coming from where the block occurred at the 10, so it should be back to the 25. Great play like we wanted, though, Hill. Back them up. Let your defense, let's be honest here, the defense is the best part of the team. Let the defense go in and make a play. They've made big plays all year. Get a pick. You get them back down into your zone. Unfortunately, we get the penalty. But now, offense, you got to do your job. Let's get this ball in the end zone from the 25.
And so I believe his Hutchins was pretty wide open, but Finn Walters was playing a little in front of him. And once that ball came out, you might have seen why, as it was short with all that pressure coming. And he just stepped up and took it right out of the air, as Aiden White in pistol formation behind Roberts. Roberts takes a pass, gives it to White, right? Makes a cut, gets a decent gain, looks like about 4 yards.
6:50 left in the second quarter.
It'll be 2nd and 7. Gain of 3 for White. Takes the snap. White again. And running up, trying to find something. And the Cadets D-line not allowing too much at all, as it'll be 3rd and 5 now. And I have to imagine this is 4-down territory for the Saints offense.
I agree, Hill.
So maybe we'll see a long pass, take a shot at the end zone, and then try and go for something shorter for a first if it goes to 4th and 5. Tidwell lined up at the bottom of your screen. Roberts takes a snap, takes it himself, right side, has blockers. Roberts is within the 10-yard line. A nice run there by Chase Roberts makes it 1st and goal. So can the Saints offense capitalize on Finn Walters' interception and put 6 on the board despite the crackback?
Great speed there from Roberts. Good blocking on that edge. I believe it was number 87, Nate Roberts, to give him the edge, 20-yard gain.
And they are on the 6-yard line. They just need, I imagine, a couple of good running plays and put it into the end zone. Tidwell at the bottom of your screen. Takes a snap, gives it to White. It's blown dead. And it's going to be another.
Coach Cleveland saw something he didn't like.
So it'll be a timeout. I thought it was a penalty at first. It'll be a timeout. It's the Saints' second of the half. They have 1 left.
5:37 left in the second quarter.
So the Saints offense coming back out of the timeout. Two guys in the backfield. Cleland and White. Cleland to the left of Roberts. White behind him. Roberts takes it himself. Up the middle. Nowhere to go. A gain of maybe a yard. Make it 2nd and goal at the 5.
The quarterback run out of that formation is a little wonky. I don't know if we've been running that before. It usually, I think, is just with Aiden. And now with Lance and Aiden in the backfield, I think the timing is a little off. Chase may have to wait a little bit to give Aiden an opportunity to get in front and lead him.
So 2nd and goal. Roberts takes the snap, hands it to White. White up the middle, he is in, untackled, and into the end zone. The Saints get on the board. 4:47 remaining in the first quarter. 17-6 game, and Sterling will come out to try and make it 17-7, as they are now within 2 scores of Benedictine.
Great job by the offense. Did exactly what we needed them to do. Take advantage of the defense's play, short field, and that's what Benedictine has done, right? They've taken advantage of short fields, made plays on special teams to get their lead, and now the Saints take advantage of our defensive play.
So the snap is good, the hold also, and the kick as well. Saints 17-7, trailing Benedictine, and they will kick it off. And right now, I would really like to see a good special teams play as they kick it off for the first time this game. Cannot allow Benedictine to get good field position and just bleed out the clock and get a score at the end of half. So Sterling will kick it off. Johnson and Street back to return. And the kickoff is low. Don't want to give it to Johnson. Taking in a just short of the 25 and up, slipping through some tackles up to the 40 is, I believe, Shoeborn. And the Cadets offense will take over in their own territory. Up 10, 4:40 left to go. And can the Saints defense carry the momentum that the offense has given them? If they're short of the 40, they'll start this at their own 37. Takes a snap, fake the pitch, give it to Dolan. Up the middle, gain of 3, maybe 4, I believe 3 yards on the play. They'll give him 3, it'll be 2nd and 7. Would love to see a 3-and-out force by the Saints defense. Of course, Cadets have the weapons to make sure that doesn't happen. And they are still trying to get set here. Takes the snap, hands it off, Dolan again. Rolls over a tackle. EB had him. He rolled over him a little bit to get some extra yards. About 2 on the play, make it 3rd and 5. It's a big 3rd down here for the Saints defense. Lambert talking to his coach a little bit. come out now. Saints playing a little bit of zone here. Takes the snap, fakes it to Dolan. As he is up and good for a first down is number 19, Cole Dunham.
That's a flag on the play. Right at the line of scrimmage.
So the freshman running back had a first down, but it looks like this might negate it. And it's holding against Benedictine. And that'll back him up, I believe, maybe to the 30. No, to the 35. It'll be 3rd and 13 for the Cadets. 8-yard loss on the penalty. Keep it 3rd down, though. Takes the snap, drops back, fires one.
Robinson's there.
And Robinson has his 2nd pick of the day. Austin Robinson, what a game he is having. As he intercepted it, looked like right about the 30-yard line.
I wish he could have stayed up on his feet, Hill. He had a lot of room to be able to get back down the sideline, but obviously we'll take it.
Absolutely. So they get a takeaway, and Robinson did have to stretch out quite a bit to get that, so understandable that he went down, but as you said, would have loved to see a return there. It'll be on the 32-yard line. So they'll start this one at the 32-yard line. Best starting field position of the day for the Saints, I believe. As White lined up, pistol formation in the backfield. Can they bleed off some clock and get on the board before half? Takes a snap, gives it to White. He has a little bit of room to run. Takes advantage, gets about 5 yards on the play.
It's a nice run by White. Great patience. Good blocking here on the left side as well. Shout out to number 76 that's in right now. Judd Carithers is in for Darius Gray, who went out on that last defensive drive. And Judd did a good job there opening up a hole.
So shotgun formation now. White. No, they're going to go pistol. White in the pistol formation behind Roberts. Roberts takes a snap. Looks like he wants to take it himself. Not too much room at all, as he is tackled for a loss of about 4 yards. And 2 yards is the loss. It'll be 3rd and 7 now. But it looks like a player is down on the field for Benedictine. Tyler George, the lineman, looks like he's hurt. So he's up and he's walking to the sideline on his own accord, which is always a good sign. So we hope that he's okay and will be able to play again before the game ends. Third and 7 now. Showing some blitz. Takes a snap. Drops back. Good blocking. Finds his target, who is dragged down. It looks like Colin Johnson. And he gets a couple of yards, but it is not enough, and they'll have to punt it away again. Benedictine will have over a minute to score here before a half ends.
Saints are no rush. Clock is running, 1:29 and counting. Benedictine has 3 timeouts. I'm surprised they didn't use one there. Maybe they're content with the 10-point lead.
Johnson back to return, just shy of his own 35.
112, 111, 110.
Takes the snap. It's low. Punts it away. And fair caught at the 35. And the Cadets will have 59 seconds, just short of a minute, but 3 timeouts to get points on the board. If they get a touchdown, it is back to a 3-possession game. A field goal will keep it at 2, but the Saints need 2 touchdowns to catch up to 20 points.
That first play, Hill, will tell you if they're trying to go for it or not. Maybe they run the ball, maybe they throw a screen, something safe to see if they can break some yardage off and try to get down the field.
Takes a snap, gets a pass off, and it's caught and falling on the ground is number 2, Ben Street, after a nice gain, about 6.
Is incomplete pass.
I really thought he had hauled that in, but I think they're going to say it hit the ground before it went into his arms.
Great sign for us. Darius Gray is back in at left defensive end.
Love to see that. 2nd and 10 now.
They want 51 seconds back on the clock.
So add 5 seconds to the game here, or to the half, I should say. 51 seconds, not 51 minutes, which is what they're showing us now, but sure it'll be corrected momentarily.
There it is.
So takes a snap, fakes it to Dolan, takes it himself, dragged down at about the 40, maybe 41-yard line. And clock still running, and they're not calling a timeout. And it's 3rd and 5 now. Takes a snap. Dolan not going very far. It's 4th down. And 15 seconds left. I think.
I think the Cadets are content to go on the half with their 10-point lead.
They get the ball back too. So can't blame them with that. As that'll do it for the first half. The Cadets leading by 2 scores, 17-7. Not out of reach for the Saints, but they will have to make something happen in the second half. And we will be back for that. Hello and welcome back to this varsity football stream. The Saints prepare to kick it away to the Cadets out of halftime, down 7-17. Two-score lead for the Cadets as Sterling's kick is into the end zone.
All right, William Sterling with the touchback. There you go.
Yeah, finally. It's been happening to the Saints all game. Saints finally dishing it out a little bit. Great kick there by Sterling. And the Cadets will start their drive at their own 20. And it's certainly how you want to start this, as the Cadets have been getting great starting field position all day. And they're going to be cautious with playing Darius Gray, as he got a little bit hurt, and they do not want to risk his body out there, so he is not playing defense right now, as Dolan is up the middle for a gain of a couple.
Good stick by Elijah Brandon there.
And for this Benedictine offense, they have turned it over 3 times. Lambert has 3 interceptions. So to have 17 points through that at halftime and lead by 10, I mean, clearly this offense is not at all, I mean, it's clearly multifaceted and there's clearly levels to it. And if one thing isn't working great, they can fall back on the run game. So Benedictine's offense has been a story. And there's a pitch to JoJo Johnson, who is going to get about 3. Huge hit there. Looks like Finn Walters in on the tackle. And it will be 3rd and 6, gain of 1.
Big down here for the Saints.
Yep, chance to force a 3 and out as Lambert takes the snap, drops back. Gray is in, could not get to him though. And Dolan has a good gain, and going to be 4th and short for the Cadets offense. Let's see what they decide to do here.
Made a good move on EB. You don't see many people make EB miss.
Absolutely not. It's going to be 4th and 2, and they will punt it away. And the Saints do a good job on defense there to force the 3 and out. And they needed it, as kicking it off going into the halftime down 10. It's really not the worst situation, but it's not great. And Tidwell is back to return. He's on his own 25.
Great start for the defense.
And they absolutely respect the leg of Benedictine's punter, and you can see why right there. Wow. The hang time, the distance was just, for a high school, that is some of the best punting you're going to see.
No opportunity for a return with the ball that high.
No, as Tidwell fair caught it at the 25, had 3 guys right there to prepare and tackle him if he was going to try and take it out.
10-17 left in this 3rd quarter, Hill.
So the Saints come back on offense. No Gray on the line. They're going to have to make do without him. White, pistol formation in the backfield. Takes a snap. Quick screen. Looks like he got probably a loss there. No, he got a couple. Jerron Johnson gets 3 on it, and it'll be 2nd and 7. No, they're going to give him 1. 2nd and 9. So a very short gain there. So takes a snap, quick pass again, and a nice gain there, taken down after about 6 yards. It's just about brought down inbounds. Looks like, I believe it was Tidwell with the catch, and they got about 4 yards on it. It'll be 3rd and 5. So let's see if they can convert this. For Benedictine's defense, a chance to force a 3 and out here. Takes a snap. Drops back again. 3 straight passes. Looking deeper this time. Johnson.
One-hand catch and a penalty. I don't know if that's going to be on Johnson or if that's going to be on number 3, Caleb Sandy. Let's see.
Johnson sticking his arm out. A one-handed catch, tucking it into his chest. But I'm not sure exactly who this is going to be on. And it looks like they're going to call it incomplete.
The pass incomplete.
Really? That, I thought for sure he caught that. I did not see him out of bounds before he hauled it in. But that's what they're going to say happened, and they're going to have to punt it away. But I mean, they have a much better view of it than I do, but I have to say I'm at a bit of a disagreement with the rest there. Maybe they're saying he didn't have control of it, but
they're talking again. They're saying pass interference on the defense. Okay.
So
all right.
They get the first down then if it's where that happens.
I don't know why he didn't say that when they had the first conference. Why he didn't just call it.
They had the flag down the field. I guess they didn't discuss it. They're going to give him the first down. Again, I thought he caught it, but they're going to get the yardage either way. It was a great pass, and the pass interference makes it a first down. And that will continue the Saints drive as White in the backfield in pistol formation. Roberts, no rush. Takes a snap, hands it to White. White, again, just nowhere to go. Defensive ends in there, seemingly unblocked. And he gets maybe a yard out of it. They're going to give him 1. It'll be 2nd and 9. So coming out of the huddle now. White in the shotgun, right side of Roberts. Takes a snap, drops back. Pressure coming, and he is dropped for a loss of 6. Could not find anybody open, and the pressure got to him. And it'll be 3rd and 14 now. And passing situation for the Saints.
Look like we got one-on-one up top of your screen. They're backing off now.
Takes a snap, drops back, crazy pressure. Gets it to White, but he's going nowhere. It's a loss. Maybe not a loss, but not much at all. And it's just, but with that pressure right in his face, it's just no way he can make a play like that.
Yep, I get the call. Safe call. Just want to throw a quick screen pass, get it out of your hand, see if one of your best playmakers can get some space, but Benedictine read it.
So back to return on his own 25 is Johnson. Sterling, low snap, gets the kickoff just barely, and rolling, still rolling. Nice bounce for the Saints.
Go.
To the 15. Worst starting field position the Cadets have had on all day, I believe. Nice punt there by William Sterling, plus a
44 yards.
Yep, favorable bounce. And Sterling believe that's the 5th time he's had to punt away this game.
6:51 left to go in the third quarter, fans.
So they've managed to mostly limit kickoff and punt returns, which is good to see, as Johnson had a couple of great ones last time these two teams played. And Darius Gray in there to play on the line. Takes a snap, takes it himself.
That's Dunham.
And gets a gain of about 5 maybe. Looks like he spun around, got an extra yard out of it. And that is what they'll give him 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 now for the Cadets. Dunham has had a couple of, has come in for a couple of designed runs. Takes a snap. And getting probably looks like he got the first down. And he will get it. So it'll be first down. The Cadets move the chains. Takes the snap, gives it to Dolan. Dolan makes a man miss. Dolan gets maybe a yard. Good recovery there by the Saints defense.
Good defense there by Colin Johnson.
And they're going to give him no gain, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
Big second down right here, Hill.
So the Saints defense has to make some plays here, keep their offense in it. Takes the snap, Dolan again.
Great defense.
Nowhere to go.
Great defense. Bowen Ireland in there on the tackle.
And that'll bring up 3rd and 11. And a big 3rd down here for the Saints. Benedictine has moved the chains once. Can they stop them from doing it again and make them punt, give their offense a chance? Or will Benedictine convert it? They've leaned heavily on the run game. Hard to do so on 3rd and 11, though. Got man motion, takes a snap, drops back, rolling right, looking downfield. No pressure, takes a shot, and it is complete. Wide open and finally dragged down at the 25 is Sam Faneuil, the tight end. Huge conversion there as they get a massive gain to convert a 3rd and 11. Flag is on the play. I think they're calling a sideline warning on. It looks like Darius Gray is still on the field lying down. I believe he's injured. So Darius Gray needs help getting off the field, and not sure exactly what happened, but I don't know if we'll see him play again.
Well, yeah,
tonight.
valiant effort by Darius, right? Like he had somebody fall on his leg at the end of the first half, trying to give it a go, but just not quite there. So I think he's okay, but you want to be safe in these situations, and he's done so much for this school and community and this team that somebody else needs to step up for him.
Yeah, so on the 15, again, Durham, left side, finally dragged down, gain of about 5. looks like Landon Schneider.
That's Bowen Ireland,
Ireland
on a tackle, but that was Cole Dunham again on the carry.
And that play has worked pretty well for them so far. It seems like they get 5 out of it every time. Yeah, I think there's a flag on the play.
And it looks like personal foul on the Cadets.
It'll be a 15-yard penalty. Be 2nd and 20, it looks like. Maybe 2nd and 20, it looks like. So again, Durham back there. Dunham, apologies. Dunham back there with Dolan. Takes a snap and finally dragged down after a big gain there. It's 3rd and looks like they need about 12 yards maybe to go. 3rd and 13 it looks like, so 13 yards. And Saints, maybe, I mean, I really have to imagine this is within the range of Howerton from what we've seen from him earlier.
Yeah, it'll be a 45-yarder. I'd like to see if he can hit that, but that last one probably could have been good from 50.
Yeah, so, I mean, he's got a heck of a leg. But first the Saints have to stop them if we want to talk, before we talk about the kicker.
That's right.
He takes a snap, drops back, pressure coming, gets it off, and a touchdown pass to JoJo Johnson. It's a 3-possession lead. Pressure was right there, but it was not enough.
Another flag. Ineligible man downfield on the Saints. Excuse me, on the Cadets.
That happened against the Saints last time. It's happening against the Cadets this time to negate a huge touchdown pass. So that'll back them up even further, make it 3rd and 18, it looks like. Not at all what the Cadets wanted to see after the JoJo Johnson got into the end zone. And 3 minutes, 3 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. But Saints luck out a little bit with the penalty. He takes a snap, takes it himself, and through a couple of tackles, Lambert is gone into the end zone. And the Saints just could not bring him down. They had him wrapped up, and they couldn't do it.
Yeah, poor tackling there.
Benedictine with 17-point lead, 3 possessions. The Saints are trailing big time now. They lucked out with the penalty, and just poor tackling led to another player getting in the end zone. And I mean, on a 3rd and 18, they're just trying to get better field position for their kicker with a designed quarterback run, and with just bad tackling, and then he's into the end zone. You just got to drag him down. Got to make the play. I mean, the Saints, plenty of moments in this game where they had chances and just could not execute. And the Cadets will kick it off again. Johnson and Tidwell back to return. The Saints need a serious swing of momentum if they want to keep this game in reach. And a good kickoff taken in by Tidwell. Tidwell trying to make something happen and tackled about the 15-yard line. Bad starting field position for the Saints. So shotgun formation. Roberts takes the snap. The pass is intercepted. It's picked off. The Cadets take the ball right back in the red zone. The Saints turn it over. And when they needed a good, they needed a good drive there, and they couldn't keep the ball. First and 10 within the 20-yard line for the Saints. This is Malachi Mingo who picked it off, and
good play there by Charlie Parker. The run defense on Fred Dolan has been really solid today.
So it's 2nd and 9 now, a gain of only 1. I agree that Fred Dolan killed them last time these two teams met. He's
only 12 carries for 40 yards, Hill.
So under 4 yards a carry. And takes it. And enough for a first down, not quite enough for a touchdown, I don't believe, is number 10, Landon Snyder. So the Saints defense has to make a play here. And Snyder, short of the end zone again. Not sure if he got much on the play. They're going to give him a couple yards, but they're only 2 yards away from the end zone. 2nd and goal. And that time, trying to get it over the pile. And looks like they stuffed them. Looks like Benedictine wants a touchdown.
Yeah, looks like they give it to him.
They're going to give it to him. The Cadets pouring it on. 30-7, a minute, 20 seconds left in the third quarter. And the extra point is good. So Jerron Johnson and J.J. Tidwell back to receive again. And that one is going to be another touchback. And again, they're going to start on their own 20.
.126 left in this third quarter. Looks like there was a penalty on Benedictine on the kickoff, I believe.
There's a flag. It's about.
It was on against us, against the Saints. I'm sorry. I thought he pointed at the Cadets. Or is it both ways?
Maybe offsetting. I'm not sure.
We'll see the way he walks. It looks like he's going to walk towards the Cadets. So I believe it's on the Cadets.
So the penalty on the Cadets will make the field position better. But the Saints have to make it count. And it's a personal foul against the Cadets. I believe that's 15 yards. Put him about the 35. Takes the snap. Takes it himself. Up the middle. Nice gain here. Chase Roberts. Up the middle for 9 or 10 yards. Maybe not for the first.
The Saints have been trying to hit that play that hurt Benedictine in the first matchup. The timing has just been off.
So it's enough for the first, up to the 45. 1:10 and counting for the third quarter. Roberts again, trying to take it himself. Nowhere to go, has about 2 yards on the play. So 2nd and 8 now. Roberts, pressure was in there, but wide open there is Jerron Johnson. Gets about 7 yards, 6.5 maybe. Looks like he's just short of the first. A 3rd down and inches now, with a running clock at 20 seconds.
No, they're moving it to a first down. I was about to say there's no way you can get to the 45 and not have a first down.
Yeah. So into Cadets territory with 5 seconds left. And that will be the end of the third quarter. The Saints trail big time. 31-7 Cadets. It has been all Benedictine here. And it is slipping out of reach for the Saints. They'll have to make a huge fourth quarter happen if they want to put it to overtime or take home a win.
Again, if you look at the stats, Benedictine has 42 plays for 195 yards. Pretty modest. But then you look at the Saints, 35 plays, 60 yards. Right?
Yeah,
so that offensive output is not going to get it done. But also, if you go back to the beginning of the game, if you're just joining us, block punt for a touchdown for Benedictine, short field for Benedictine, and those things are how they got to a 17-0 lead to get into this position. So, again, defense has done a pretty good job holding them under 200 yards. Just here late, they've been really making some plays. But when you put a good team like Benedictine on short fields and turn the ball over, that puts you in a tough position.
Yeah, I mean, it's really the special teams and the offense is not giving the Saints offense much help at all. As all alone in the backfield is Roberts. Johnson in motion, takes a snap, fakes the pitch, rolling out right. Missed holding call there. I thought there's certainly holding on the Saints. They don't call them for it. And we're going to call it no gain, 2nd and 10. Clellan in the backfield, pistol formation behind Roberts. Roberts gives it to Clellan. Clellan nowhere to go. Trying to push the pile. Gets some nice yardage out of it.
Great effort.
Yeah, great run there by Clellan. Got about 5 or 6 yards out of it. Third and 4. Certainly 4-down territory for the Saints. Roberts takes it himself and just no good. Just the blocking was not there, and he's stopped after maybe a yard or two. As there's an injury on the field. Damari Hawkins down for Benedictine. He is up now, walking on his own power with a limp. So we hope he is okay and will be able to play for the rest of the be able to return for the rest of the game at some point. 4th and 3, the Saints come out to go for it. Takes the snap, pressure right in there, but he has a first. Still up is Chase Roberts. Great gain there. Roberts using his legs and avoiding a turnover on downs for the Saints.
Good patience there by Roberts. They were in the backfield pretty quickly once again, and he took his time and found a hole. That was a great play.
So within the 30-yard line of Benedictine, showing some blitz, drops back, pressure. He had nowhere to go. The Saints offensive line has not been able to get much help for Chase Roberts today. And again, he is sacked for a loss of about 5 yards, 2nd and 15.
Yeah, number 52, Sean Boyd has had a whale of a game.
His second sack there as Clellan gets it. Nowhere for Clellan. It's going to be 3rd and long now. Pinks lined up at the bottom of your screen. White in the backfield lined up to the left, and Benedictine takes a timeout.
8:58 to go in the game. Benedictine had 12 men on the field, so smart play calling that timeout. And sorry we didn't have the score updated. That's on us. We're down a man, so that's why we haven't been able to have a clock today. So we're doing the best we can to keep things updated. So apologize for having that score incorrect. 8:58 left in the fourth quarter.
So the Saints out of this timeout are going to be facing I believe a 3rd and 7. A long way to go for the first down. Takes a snap, drops back, firing a deep one, looking for Tidwell.
Oh,
too far.
almost.
Just a step too far for Tidwell. 4th and long now. And, I mean, you have to go for it down like this. White in the shotgun. Roberts takes a snap, drops back, has to get a quick screen pass off, and they'll turn it over on downs. Pressure was right in there, and Benedictine gets the turnover, and their offense will come right back out on the field to pour it on to the Saints. So, screen pass to Johnson, and finally dragged back. And they're going to call him for unnecessary roughness for that. Shoved him down when he's already out of bounds. You don't need to do that.
Not a good play by Flynn Walter at all.
A fight breaking out. And
not a good play.
Finn just needs to shove him out and let go. I know you're down big against a rival. It looks like you're going to lose. And yeah, frustration, physical game and everything, but you just got to hit them and get off of them. You can't be doing that. It's only going to hurt your team. It's not good sportsmanship, and you just got to lay off of them. That's something I haven't seen in a while. Benedictine players dabbing. And as we all expected, they call him for unsportsmanlike conduct.
So I believe Walter has been disqualified for this game after that penalty.
Does not surprise me. And what a gain that will be on the penalty. It's on the Saints' 28-yard line now. Dolan, shotgun formation to the left of Lambert. Lambert takes a snap, gives it to Dolan. Dolan, left side of the middle.
Good tackle by Elijah Brandon. Good to see him still competing.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
We'll be saying his name a lot this winter, Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Basketball season is upon us, coming up soon.
Yep, E.B. Brandon, a great basketball player. One of a couple two-way athletes playing both football and basketball. Darius Gray, the other one, won Co-Prep Player of the Year for basketball last year. Won it for football this year.
Yeah, Colin Johnson also start on that basketball team as well.
And great gain there, just short of the first down is Snyder. It'll be 3rd and couple. 3rd and 3 is the call. 7-yard gain for Snyder. No rush to get a playoff for Benedictine.
7-11 and counting.
Takes a snap and hands it off, and it's enough for a first down and more for number 23, Parrish Toon. Takes the snap, hands it to Toon, and decent gain, about 4 yards perhaps on the play.
Toon is a junior, 5'9", 170-pounder.
Second and 7. Takes a snap, hands it off. Toon gets rocked.
My goodness, what a hit, Elijah Brandon.
Brandon is not done competing here. Gain of 2, 3rd and 5.
.5:12 left in the game.
Toon still in the backfield, left side in the shotgun. Lambert takes a snap, takes it himself, not going to get very far at all. Entire Saints defense in there to push him back, going to be 4th and 6, and going to kick a field goal here.
Grayson Reynolds was in on that tackle, Hill. Number 70 for the Saints. Howerton will kick this field goal. That is a 29-yarder.
And they're going to get him for a false start there.
And coming in having a conference, looks like it's not as clear cut as we thought. Offside defense.
And the snap is good, the hold as well, and the field goal is in. 34 points for Benedictine as they lead big time, to say the least. Guess it could be worse.
Oh. Trinity is up on Norfolk Academy 42-7 in the other semifinal. So Benedictine will visit Trinity in the Division I championship next week.
Technically, the game isn't over; it's only halftime. But
yeah,
42-7 is.
But that was expected. I mean, it's been really 3 teams in Division I that were eligible for the playoffs that would be able to compete for it. So no disrespect to Norfolk at all. It's just a different level of football with these 3 programs right now. And good luck to the Cadets and the Titans next week. It should be a good one. It was a great one last week, I tell you.
Absolutely. Davion Brown won it for the Trinity Titans when they played, pick 6. Phenomenal player. As Johnson takes that one in up to the 15, back at the 15, and dragged down. Flag on the play. Roberts and White in the backfield. Roberts takes a snap, drops back, makes a pass, gets it to Tidwell. Tidwell has some open space. Tidwell
should be gone.
Is gone. The Saints get one more on the board before the game ends.
Love that for Tidwell. He has had a great year, Hill, leading the team and receiving yards. He's just been a really, really productive player for the Saints this year. Very proud of the year that he's had. And him and Chase really had a good connection this year.
I would have liked to see him a little earlier in the game, but as you said, love to see him get one on the board. Excellent year for Tidwell, and cut the lead a little bit. Now it's at 20.
At least it makes your stats look a little good. Tidwell, 2 catches, 96 yards.
That's true.
Now with a touchdown, so you make his stats look a little better.
Help him with his college offers, maybe.
There you go.
As the student section is still just as loud as it was earlier, and lead is at 20 now. 3 minutes, 49 seconds left in the game.
And again, we'll be broadcasting next time. Our soccer team is in the Division I state final on Monday, 6:30 p.m. at City Stadium. So we look forward to seeing those guys take on the number 2 seed Potomac. And Sterling looks like he's readying for an onside kick here. 3:49. Excuse me, 3:49 left in the contest, and that's covered up by number 10, Landon Snyder.
First and 10 after a failed onside kick attempt. Takes it himself. Gain of a couple.
Second and 7, 3:30 and counting left in this contest.
And Dolan, no room to run. Loss of about 6 yards.
Charlie Edmonds, good play for him. He had a good year this year as well. Him and Elijah Brandon at linebacker, especially once the Saints lost Walker Turley for the season to a foot injury. He had to really step up along with Charlie Gunn and Bowen Ireland. So really proud of those guys, the year that they had. I mean, our defense was arguably one of the best in the state, public or private, and they were a big part of that.
Yeah, and I mean, replacing Walker Turley, that had to be a group effort.
Absolutely,
he's a great player,
all-state, football player as well as all-state wrestler.
There was not a one player who could have stepped up and replaced him in that role, and they had to have a lot of guys step up, take on new roles, and step up their game for the Saints. So
exactly,
they've done a good job without him, but today it just did not work out, and unfortunately this is where the season will end.
Good to see the boys still flying around and making plays. See if they can get a stop here on 3rd and 12 and get the ball back. Not sure what the holdup is here. All right, here we go.
Rolling out, finding him, and Johnson out of bounds after a gain of about 4.
Well, that helps the Saints, him just going out of bounds. That helps the Saints because that stops the clock. So, not sure why Johnson went out of bounds, but we'll take it.
And the punt is a good one. Tidwell.
Good fake out. .257 left here in the game. We'll see what the Saints draw up here. Last time had a 92-yard touchdown to J.J. Tidwell from Chase Roberts. I believe the starting group is still in the game in terms of the skill positions. Yes, Chase is still out there. Looks like Patrick Leckie is in the game for the Saints, number 13.
Yep. I mean, get the seniors.
Love to see
reps.
the seniors getting out there. That's right. Love to see them getting out there. Andy Hinks is also out there, number 8. Love to see one of these guys catch a ball.
And dropping back, pressure came in, but he got a nice.
Look at that. Tough
Andy
catch
Hinks.
by Andy Hinks.
Great catch. That was a tough tackle he took, but stayed with it and got a good gain out of it, too. Going to be 2nd and 2. Tough hit there.
Third and 2. Johnson's down here by himself. They're slowly getting out here to guard him.
And takes it himself. Not going anywhere. Going to be 4th and 2.
He's close to a first down, Hill.
Going to give him a yard.
Give him a yard.
4th and 1.
.130 and counting.
And
push him for the first down. Good effort. .110 and counting.
Takes the snap, drops back, pressure coming, rolls out, finding a lane, a lot of space, and runs out maybe a yard short of the first down.
.57 seconds left, 2nd and 1.
Rolls out left. Looking for something. Pressure coming. Makes a pass. Nice catch there, Tidwell. Or is it Tinkster? No, it was Tidwell.
That puts JJ over 100 yards, 110 on 3 catches.
Good game from Tidwell then. It's 38 seconds and counting. So takes a snap, drops back, rolling out, makes a pass, out of bounds.
Good decision. 20 seconds left. So the Saints will finish 7 and 4. against a really, really tough schedule. Big wins over Huguenot. Huguenot has not lost Hill since the Saints beat them at the opening game. I don't think they've given up more than 21 points total, and the Saints scored 21 points in that game against them.
So that says, says a good thing about the season and these players. Despite how it's ending.
Absolutely. This has been a really good season.
Been a good squad and great, talented players we've had the privilege of watching. So despite this ending, I think we've all enjoyed this season. And dragged down.
And that's your final. Benedictine 34, St. Christopher's 14. Tough way to end it for these guys, but again, as we just said, it was a great season. 7-4 wins over Huguenot, Bullis. These guys really played awesome season. Big win over Trinity at home. You'll never forget that one. 13-7 as well. Excuse me. Competed very hard. We hope Darius is okay. I'm pretty sure he is okay. He's given so much to the program as well as a lot of these seniors have. So hate to see him go out this way, but really proud of the effort that they gave this season. And we look forward to soccer on Monday and then the winter season coming up soon after that, Hill. What do you think moving on to soccer Monday, what do those guys need to do to bring back home a championship?
Soccer's just been having a stellar season. They're top 25 in the nation, first in the state, and we talked earlier about their phenomenal comeback win against Collegiate. They're playing Bishop O'Connell, so the 1 and 2 seeds meeting up. They beat Bishop O'Connell 1-0 earlier this game.
Potomac. Actually, Potomac. They're playing Potomac.
Potomac
beat O'Connell 3-1.
Apologies, Potomac then. So they haven't played Potomac, but that will be a tough game. And honestly, I think they just need to do what they have been all season. They need to play good defense, play aggressive offense, because, however they've been preparing for those games, it's been working. Great team this season, and we hope you'll be there or be watching our stream to support the soccer guys, as they have just been having a phenomenal season. And
excellent.
It's a great program under Coach Wood, who is chasing yet another state championship. And I hope to see you then. This is Hill Butler and Coach Lewis here signing off.
See you next time.